Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, the next chapter in Mad Max. A direct prequel to Fury Road. And while this movie it's not as good as Fury Road, which was really hard to do because Fury Road is a fucking masterpiece, it's still an awesome movie. And it's helped not only by the performance of Anya Taylor-Joy as young Furiosa, but we get a lot of characters returning from Fury Road as younger versions of themselves, and we explore some areas we've only really seen mentioned in Fury Road. Like, we get some glimpses of the Green Place in the beginning of the movie. We get to see inside Gastown and the Bullet Farm. So we get a lot of backstory to areas and characters that we did not get in Fury Road, which I think is awesome, because both of those areas, Gastown and the Bullet Farm, like, I wanted to know more about those particular fortresses, and we learned more, which is amazing. Chris Hemsworth is Dementus, and he takes full advantage of doing something completely different than Thor, and he kills it. He takes the opportunity to be over the top, but also a little emotional, and you know what? He is so good at a villainous role. I want to see Chris Hemsworth more as a bad guy. And he actually has more screen time than Anya Taylor-Joy. But again, we do see Furiosa as a little kid and how she got where she is in Fury Road, basically. But it involves Dementus. So Furiosa, as a character, pretty much gets equal amount of screen time, but Anya Taylor-Joy doesn't show up until probably about a quarter of the way through the movie. But when she does show up, she's amazing. She kills it as Furiosa. She stepped into the massive shoes of Charlize Theron from Fury Road, and she not only lived up to it, I think, but she also kind of made it her own, and that made it better. And one of the things I've always loved about Anya Taylor-Joy is her eyes. They're so incredibly expressive. Like, even when she's just sitting there silent, and she doesn't have a lot of lines in this movie, but you can tell from the look in her eyes what her character is feeling, what her character is going through. And that's one of the best things about her as an actor, and that's why she's one of my favorite actors right now. The special effects and stunts, you can definitely tell that unlike Fury Road, well, it was pretty much all practical effects, there is some CGI in Furiosa. It looks good, but you can definitely tell when it's CGI. But when we get the practical effects and the practical stunts, you know, much like they did in Fury Road, just with the insanity on Fury Road and just the action sequences, it's so good. To me, it proves that George Miller is still basically God, at least in terms of the action movie. Because, again, Fury Road, masterpiece, and Furiosa, right behind it. So ultimately, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, I think it is fantastic in general. Not as good as Fury Road, but those are huge, huge, huge shoes to fill. They were massive shoes to fill, because that movie was perfect. No, it was perfect. It was perfect. But everything about Furiosa, from the acting to the visuals, to the story, to the backstories, to Anya Taylor-Joy, it's amazing. I give Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, an A+. Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.